In this video I'm going to show you how I train my puppy to get used to the clicker and learn how it works. But I also combine several techniques because this way the training is much faster and these are working together, and that makes learning faster. So firstly, my main goal is that he learns that the sound of the clicker is the marker for the reward, and then he will learn that when the marker sound of the clicker can be heard, he is doing something that I am going to reward. And in this case we are practicing the focus, and whenever he makes eye contact with me, I'm going to mark that with the clicker and then reward him. After the first few tries, he starts to show this behavior by himself. He's looking for the eye contact. Even when I have the treat away, he looks at me, and then he receives the treat after the clicker. This also teaches the dog to be calm and patient, and during the training I'm going to consistently expand the time I'm waiting before I will reward the behavior, but at the beginning I do it immediately so he learns what's the trick itself. It's very important to have the focus of the dog, because if you have that, you know he's paying attention, then you can ask or give commands. Without that, it's much harder. Trainings like this teaches the puppy to be relaxed, and I'm not forcing anything, I'm being very patient. Sometimes I give the cue word to focus on me, and then when he does, he receives the treat, but we are at the beginning of the training, so whenever he does it by himself, he will also receive the treat, of course after the clicker. And whenever I feel like he's not paying attention or lost interest in the whole process, I let him wander around or play a little, and when he's ready to train again, then we are continuing it. It's normal for puppies to don't have the patience or the focus for that long, but they get back because they like treats. So after walking around or sniffing around, you can continue. Of course, if your puppy doesn't really interested anymore, then you shouldn't force the training, not to overwhelm for too long with one session. You can do like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, or one session at a time. Depends on your puppy, but this is not our first thing to do together, so I know he can do this for like 15 minutes in a row with little breaks like this, some play. I let him wander around, and when he starts to pay attention again, we continue the training. It takes a lot of time, but actually we are having fun and we are bonding, which is very important. We learn how to communicate with each other. I also pay attention how he reacts. If he is getting nervous because he don't know what I'm asking from him, but I can clearly see that he knows that actually I'm asking him to look at me, and he just being a puppy, losing interest or finding something interesting in the room. I also practice or try a few other variations, like placing the treat on the ground and still waiting him to look at me, and when he does, I praise him. I show him that I really liked what he did, and I make him I make this a fun experience, the whole training, also with like other toys as sprays and playtime to tune out from the training. And when he is not interested in the toy anymore, I will try the treat, and if I can see that he's interested in the treat again, then we can continue training. Yeah, you can see he's offering the eye contact by himself, so I rewarded this. He's being very, very calm. At the beginning I moved the treat to my head so he knew where to look, but now after a few minutes he's looking at me even when my hand is down, when the treat is not moving. He learned that if he does this he will receive the treat, and also he's only reacting after he hears the sound of the clicker. So this combined practice is working. He learns how to listen to the clicker sound, and then he knew he's going to receive the reward, so it's easier to mark the behavior I'm asking. He will learn faster, and he's learning how to focus on me. As you can see, the time I'm waiting before rewarding him is greater, and the praise is getting greater. I'm not just giving the treat, but I also give affection. I spend some time with him playing. Yeah, we had biting practices before, and I'm testing that. He's not interested in biting me anymore, but he likes the toy instead, which is great.